May I introduce to you the latest funny, unrealistic fantasy tank out of the wargaming section. It's the E-65 Zwilling, which means not sibling, but I think you get the point with the double guns, you know. Well, this thing is really weird because it's basically a German TS-54. And it will most likely be part of the Waffenträger event or the Blitzträger event, you know, in fall. The thing is, the stat sheet already is missing quite a bit. It is missing information about how quickly does the gun change, how long is the lockout time when you shoot the gun. Apparently, it has quicker aim time if you're doing a double shot, and apparently it has a very long lock time when you do a double shot. I don't know. My motivation to showcase this tank to you is very limited, but I will talk about this in just a minute. The thing is, 280 damage. It is the exact same as a TS-54. It has almost the exact amount of penetration on standard and premium rounds. On standard, it's a bit more, while on premium rounds, it's a little bit less. But both have AP and APCR, and that's about it. Also, HE pen, almost identical. But already here, we have better DPM. 7 seconds versus 7.5 seconds. That is quite a big difference when you look at the grand scheme of things when it comes to just DPM numbers. So that is a nice upgrade. Aim time, exactly the same at 2 seconds. Accuracy, 0.33 on the Zwilling versus 0.38. That is massive. That is massive. Yes, the TS-54 has better, or most likely better, current soft stats. Again, I can't tell you, but the fact that the Zwilling is so accurate from house out, that will make it very, very comfortable to play, I assume. It also has 9 degrees of gun pressure, not 8, but it loses 1 degree in the elevation degree section. But hey, it's fine, you know, we can live with it. Mobility-wise, it is 2 kph slower, but it has a little bit better HP per ton ratio, so give or take exactly the same. We don't really need to dwell on this either. It has the same amount of hit points. The armor on the whole is 160mm and 70mm on the side. I guess this will just be this upper front plate, which, you know, when I'm just looking at this, I feel like this thing looks a bit like a can opener hull. Like, obviously, it's not going to be a can opener hull, because that would be absolutely insane. But I assume when we go now into the live model, you can see somewhat the resemblance of it with the can opener. Yes, it doesn't have this plate here, but, you know, it has a little bit of German can opener vibes, you know? So I guess it's, I forgot the name. It's not a Flaschenöffner, because that would be a bottle opener. I forgot the name for a can. So we forget about that. It has also 270mm of turret armor, which will most likely be displayed and probably around the gun mantlet, which is fine, but it's definitely not as strong as the TS-54, because the TS-54 is really strong when it comes to being hull down. Incredible small cupola, 310mm of turret armor, and even if you go to premium rounds, you can see nothing really changes. But the hull is occasionally weak. You can see, like, it only if you go into hull down, the hull becomes a really big trouble with the TS-54, which makes it a real menace to fight against. But the lower plate is very, very massive. And it has 63 side armor versus the 70 of the Zwilling, so that should be fine. But again, the thing is, there is not much else to say, you know, like, it has a gimmick, and Wargaming is not capable to tell us what the gimmick is. And that is why I feel like, wow, great, yippee, let's do a preview of a tank where we don't have any meaningful stats yet. And yeah, we don't even need to talk about that we got this asset like 2 hours before the green light, and they were wrong back then. Yeah. Needless to say, I am a little bit miffed with how this tank was showcased to us. Oh well, it is what it is. It looks interesting on paper. It will most likely be part of the Blitzträger event, but yeah, that's it. There's not much else to say. So that's why I won't be holding off more of your precious time, and wish you a fantastic evening. Goodbye.